Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death to last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
You're tough as nails. That's why you're still alive.
I guess so.
You guess? How else does 1 man live while 5 perish?
I just did what I had to do.
So what exactly did you have to do?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself?
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
I guess that's why you're the oldest man in Fort Tarsis.
Don't you judge me. You've seen death. You've done things. I could see it in your eyes. It's usually a glint of sadness or knowledge, but in some people, that glint turns into a gleam. And a gleam means they want to see more death. Be careful, freelancer. I still see a glint in your eyes.
Hey, where's my drink?
I think...
What's up?
What are you talking about? You called me, mate.
No, you...
Oh, hold on a second.
The Monitor is leading a mission back into the Heart of Rage. He wants to weaponize the Cenotaph. We decrypted the archive you recovered from the Regulator camp earlier, and we know why he's after unique Shaper relics.
Doesn't mean he'll succeed.
Did you know the Monitor was there when the Dominion attacked Freemark? One of the few who escaped when the Cenotaph leveled the city.
Oh, shit.
He's ruthless, driven, and savage. An incredibly powerful cipher and a brilliant pilot. He frightens even his own people.
The storm will tear him apart. No one survives the Heart of Rage.
You did. The intel also reveals that he's perfected a way to harness the power of the Cenotaph, and we cannot let that happen.
Obviously.
I need you to find a way through the Heart of Rage, get to the Cenotaph first, and silence it. Do what freelancers do.
Do what freelancers do. You're talking about a bloody cataclysm.
He's right. We aren't equipped to take that on.
Of course. Well, I can think of others who survived the Heart of Rage that day, who never let it go, studied it.
Ugh, come on.
I feel like I'm supposed to know this one.
My old partners, Alec and Faye.
Intel says the Monitor is on their trail. It suggests Faye has found something important. Last known location.
Oh, I can.
So, Halleck and Faye. Intel says your partnership ended badly.
I don't know, we just kinda grew apart.
Really? Because I heard that Halleck never forgave you for pulling him out of that storm, and Faye went...
Where are we going?
Oh, right. Oh, you're kidding me. No, Halleck and Faye are working with Princess Zim.
The regulator
Oh,
boss?
please, she's a smuggler at best. She's a full-fledged crime lord at worst. We really need them.
To get through the Heart of Rage and beat the Monitor to the Cenotaph? Yeah, we need him.
Do we? You and I? We're such a solid team already.
Of course. That's why Tassin picked us. You got my back, I got yours.
All right. Hey, considering that the Monitor is both Lancer and Cypher, we could probably use a very fabulous Cypher Javelin pilot combo of our own.
Owen, be patient. Pilot lessons are going fine, but seriously, it might take you years.
Okay. You know what? This might be fun. Apparently, Princess Zim's camp is like a traveling carnival. Now, it's a traveling carnival run by bloodthirsty gangsters, who like gifts. So you need to get us something to get in. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? He didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They had about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what got said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair leg. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh, I guess he really likes math.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning. Inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Anthem and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Remember when this place was called the Shifty Koroks? First, now he lost a few months. Second, don't call it that. Who was the owner then?
Hi again, Bryn.
Freelancer. Hello again. Hi. While I have you, we need more information about this odd scar activity. If you have time to lend the Sentinels a hand.
On it. Just pass on the details when you have them.
Yes, will do.
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bryn?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly?
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone ever told you that you're not great with people, Bryn?
Oh, constantly.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
They've asked. I've never been tempted.
Really?
Really? You seem good at what you do, but it's too many rules and regs for me.
Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too, and she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
Freelancer? Freelancer, yes, excellent, you're here.
Matthias, need something?
Need something? Oh, no. Have something. You remember that strange energy the runes emitted?
I remember you mentioning something while I collected them.
I managed to isolate and identify the energy pattern. I passed it along to your cipher.
Who can now help me find those invisible runes?
Which are the key to unlocking another impenetrable mystery.
Which means you want me to go find more of them.
Yes, the more the better. With enough, I'm certain I can find the location of the Elysian manuscript. Certain. I have several leads. It's very promising. Talk later.
You got it, Matthias.
Wonderful you have some time to help. I have several things that need attention, especially finding more of those runes. I apologize for being a little crabby during our last chat.
Guess I touched a nerve.
Yes, but I didn't have to respond as poorly as I did. Anger can be an asset, Matthias, but peevishness is just bad manners. My mentor, Philo Ray. One of the lessons it seems I still haven't quite learned.
Philo Ray taught you. I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Smiled, melted her heart with urchiny charm.
Charm? Not me, not at that age. I was all knees and teeth. I didn't have many options. Thievery it was. And she had a case of very shiny things. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
A whole hour? It's a wonder she didn't give up. I would have.
Oh, once Phyla Ray gets an idea into her head, nothing will dislodge it. She sat down with me and talked to me about the Arcanists, about the Shapers. I was hooked. Then she sealed the deal with caramels.
Sweets? Really?
What? They were good. I was hungry. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols?
I just don't... Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know him, but did you hear about him and the Teslar?
No, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
Yes. So, I guess a long time ago, he was guarding some families, and a kid got too close to a Teslar burrow. It all happened so fast that to save the child's life, Yarrow had no choice but to choke the Teslar to death with his bare hands.
But Teslars emit an electrical charge. Yarrow would have at least been knocked out.
Yeah, but I guess he held on, even though he was unconscious.
Why wasn't he in his javelin?
I think it was really hot out.
Javelins compensate for temperatures.
You know, you're wrecking this story, right?
Oh, I was just trying to understand how he did it.
Trust me, he did it, okay? That's why he talks so funny.
He does?
Yeah. Have you ever talked to him?
Yes.
You have? I tried to once, but he was too busy. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? That's all. All right, I'll see you around.
That's what I heard. The whole thing gone.
A freelancer stole it.
Just passing along what I heard.
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
I couldn't do this without Owen.
Keep it up and they'll be talking about us all over Bastion. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs? Well, besides paperwork?
Remember that job my buddies and I took? Dealing with local wildlife.
How'd it go?
We fly out to where there's been reported attacks. The fort sends word they lost contact with some sentinels nearby. It's quiet. No one's saying it, but we haven't seen this patrol, and we're all thinking it.
Not every job goes well.
No getting around that. But we were lucky this time.
Of course you were.
We find the sentinels backed into a cave. They're surrounded by scorpions. We start to divide and conquer. This sentinel rookie with a cracked faceplate mentions they've got explosives. I keep the scorpions away while he sets it up. I don't know what happened, but we get a fire instead of a boom, so I yell, "Work with it!" Next thing I know, we've got the sentinels back, and the rookie's explaining to Vool why he's down half an eyebrow.
Do all your missions go like this?
Like what?
Oddly upbeat?
Sad story corner can wait for another day.
You took a risk.
Don't we all? Well, maybe not on the paperwork. Speaking of which,
I'll leave you to it.
Well, look who's come around. Looking sharp, big star.
Right. Feeling better?
Yes, indeed. Flying high.
What have you been up to?
Freelancing. Always freelancing. And some shady business.
Shady business?
Oh, yeah. A sorry tale of woe, my glamorous friend. You want to hear it?
I'm all ears.
See? This is why I like you. You understand that when adventure comes knocking, you open the damn door.
It's chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
There's sexy danger, sexy bad choices, probably more sexy danger.
Tell me what happened.
I found myself in a game of chance with some dubious regulated types. Not the good kind. These were real knee breakers. In hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea.
How'd you end up there?
They asked. Who knows? What did I have to lose?
A boring afternoon?
Nothing wrong with diving in, right? Sexy danger. Anyway, this game, I kind of bet my javelin suit.
You did what?
I was confident I had the winning hand.
Let me guess. Sexy bad choice?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap. Yeah. Ouch. Things got pretty ugly.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver it. So I was sitting here, trying to figure out what I should do.
See if they want to do a trade. Instead of your suit, they might take something else.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
They're smugglers. They'll bargain for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out there running across all kinds of valuable stuff. It has to be something they want.
They'll get it. They're interested in profits. That's what you're offering.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll talk to you later.
Ah, freelancer. I'm finishing up a few stories for the wall.
This a bad time?
No, good time. The task is better with company. This is not the Grand Wall of Freemark, but it's a good start.
Why do you do this? The wall, the stories, all of it. For the history books?
I'm not that vain. Well, not about these things. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people came from every corner of Bastion to see it. They read our stories. They believed in us.
People haven't changed. They'll see the work being done and come around.
Of course they will.
What is it?
My friend, the one I lost, I can hear him doubting us both. He could be a stormy sky. But I could make him laugh, huh?
You said he was a freelancer?
Yes, Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. I helped him pick that call sign, you know. It fit. He had a bad start, but survived it all. Oh, tough, that one. But one rainy day, he didn't come home.
What happened?
I don't know. Not all of it. Not where he fell. You see, I have his name, but not his story. This pains me.
He was beyond the wall making things better. The details don't matter.
Of course. I know this. Just... it pains me.
Someone was counting on him to be there. And he was.
That is why I send you out there to pay your respects. To gather stories for our wall. Maybe one day, you bring his story back. I hope the Arcanists start bringing their people inside. It's not safe.
Hey, you're doing well out there. Check it out. They still operate out of the port.
You're a merchant? What are you selling?
You're a freelancer, right?
What gave me away?
The freelancer logo.
Yeah, I was... never mind. Do you need something?
What does it cost to contract you?
It changes, depending on the ask.
My grain supplier put his business on hold until he can resolve some sort of family argument.
That's a little out of the freelancer purview, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
What's going on exactly?
It's my business. My parents are gone, and it's just me now. I'm Mora, by the way. I sell fruits, vegetables, but most of my sales were in grains. Bakeries.
But now your supplier stopped shipping grain because of his family argument.
Right. But I have a solution. At least, I think I have a solution.
What's that?
A farm. An inside farm. Self-sustainable, indoor farming. You'd never have to go outside the walls. I figured out a way. I did. I built a prototype. Just one seed. But it's sprouting.
Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but I don't have the resources. I need support. Financial support.
You might still find the opportunity. Maybe fruit sales will pick up.
Maybe. Still. Thank you for listening. You were very kind to a stranger.
Well, that's the freelancer way. Mostly.
It was good to meet you. And if you ever do need fruit...
I know where to find you.
Hey, thanks for checking out my shop.
No problem.
We've got stuff that can turn a good javelin into a great javelin. Maybe.
I'm listening. What do you have?
Only the finest selection of crafting materials in Fort Tarsus.
Really?
Guaranteed. You know why? Because our main competitor just closed up shop.
Why'd they do that?
I'm just learning the regulator game, but my Uncle Ronnie said, we made them an offer they couldn't refuse. My name's Serna, and I'm the manager.
Well, what kind of store is this?
It's a compound and alloy shop. Sometimes we get in other stuff. It's called Uncle Ronnie's, and my family owns it.
Good to know.
So don't forget, when you want quality, this is the store for you. Sure hope you come back and do some shopping.
Scar hives. Too many for the Sentinels to handle alone.
I'll check it out.
You'd be amazed by how many scars come from one little hive. Amazed and disgusted. Scar hives. Let's get them gone. On a related note, some Arcanist machinery was abandoned in the field, and the scars are on its trail.
You got it.
Don't let the scars find out Arcanist equipment. That's the device. Let's start that data extraction.
There's an unstable relic in the area. They need silencing before it gets worse.
I'll check it out.
You found the relic. It looks shaky. Better silence it quickly. To silence this relic, you'll have to grab some fragments. Got a fragment. It's a big one.
Understood. Finished off all the scars.
You did it! Thanks again. We'll rest easier with those scars gone.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Hey, freelancer. I figured you'd be back.
Why is that?
Maybe because we might have the best compounds in the fort. Has anyone ever told you that you've got amazing eyes?
Are you just saying that so I buy something?
You think I'd make that up? What kind of girl do you think I am? Don't answer that. I just think your eyes have an interesting glint. They remind me of Korak's eyes.
Korak's eyes?
Yeah, I got a soft spot for Korak's. I know it's crazy because I'm a regulator and we're supposed to be all business. Right?
I guess, if that's what you say.
Well, that's what my family says. But I don't care. I got dreams of my own. And my dream is to pet a wild baby Korak's.
Wouldn't you have to go outside the fort?
I don't care. I'm not scared. And I got a plan.
If that's your dream, then you should go for it.
That's what my cousin Delton said too. So I'm going to do it.
Okay, but remember to be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. That's why I'm taking Delton. I can't say how he got it, but Delton has an awesome gun. So I think we'll be just fine.
I hope so.
Hey, don't forget to check out our new stock. It's pretty good. As soon as I close up, I'm gonna find Delton and I'm going to pet baby Korak's.